Somebody help me with this. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the most, this Marky Sane, and every morning I get up and I am blessed to live my life. And today is no different. It's a hot one. I'm gonna get in the shade already. I got my chair waiting, got my words waiting. It's the morning marijuana motivation. You know what I'm saying? I'm motivating. And this morning, I wanted to let people know just how easy it was for change. It's not easy for us to focus on something different, but when it happens, you'll be like, man, it only took that. And you ask some people like, hey, yo, how'd you make $1,000,000? Oh man, well, I started saving $300 a month. It only took that. Oh man, how'd you lose 30 pounds? Oh man, I stopped eating sugar. It only took that. Oh man, how'd you get all these girls? I started focusing on myself. It only took that. And that's all it took, y'all. We get up in the mornings, that's all it takes sometimes, and people just don't seem to understand what it takes sometimes, and that's unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate that most people don't know what it takes in their life, and I think that we make it insurmountable in our head, right? We make fixing relationships impossible, even though it's both people's pride on the line. We make starting businesses damn near impossible, even though it takes a lot of working capital to get it going. It doesn't take anything to exercise an idea. We have a lot of different styles about us. Let's get this motivation on. I've already did my sunny cleaning up this morning. And that's the question we got to talk about. What are you chasing? Why are you chasing it? And what does it take to get what you want? Well, it took only concentration. It took only self-discipline. If I told somebody that they had to stop masturbating to get their guns to pop, would they keep masturbating or would they be addicted to pornography? Look at that gun, dog. Look at that gun from yesterday, boy. And I worked out the demons. Straight up. I lifted and cried, bro. Monkey tail. Shout out to the monkey tail. Wireless slider leash. And sometimes that's what's going to have to take. A good lift cry scenario to push all these endorphins in my system, right? Serotonin, all the other ones too. There were so many benefits from exercise. I can't even name them. It's just so tremendous. 5 times stronger than any medicine out there. And your boy, let's see if you can see it, is living proof. I mean, I'm not even suck it in. I mean, yeah, I'm working out, but it's me right here. But it also used to be me out to here, and that's you sitting there, and you tell yourself what you can and can't do. You make up excuses like we all do. We do something like so easy. All it took was not saying stupid shit to myself. That's all it took. That's all it took. It took a little thing like not saying like, oh, I don't feel like working out. Before I even get the opportunity to feel like I want to work out, my body's already craving it. Do you know what that's like? To have a healthy withdrawal, like your body needs good proteins after a meal, and then it won't even want to eat anything fried. You could have a full fried chicken meal in front of you and you're just like, nah, man, I pass. I need some grilled chicken. And you're like, how did that all happen? It only took a workout, bro. It only took a walk. It only took a talk. And I think we build it up to this monumental thing where we're like, that's Mount Everest. It's too big. I can't go. And then you forget that it's all it is. It's just nothing but one step in front of the other. And you're like, wow, that's all it took was just the one step. And sometimes that's the hardest step because that's the change step. That's the step that matters the most. That's the momentum step. That's your pivot. That's when you decided to crossover shoot lefty. You know what I'm saying? Beastie Boys. And that's what I wanted people to do. I wanted them to work on their crossover. I wanted them to work on that, working on that crossover game. And see themselves in the frame of a different light, a different pattern, a different way of life. I've been scrambling for it, trying to find those I love my life words, feelings, and screaming from the top of my lungs. And my grief just brings me on back down. The depression of losing a child, it just hurts me. And missed opportunity hurts me more than other missed opportunities. This is something that I reflect on, and it only took one argument to lose a child's life. It only took one drink. It only took one wrong turn. This is the only took. So like we give it to little to no power. Just saying, oh, you didn't masturbate? Oh, that's nothing. Dude, it's everything. Dude, it's everything. It's the way I concentrate. It's the way my muscles respond to me. Come on, stupid thing on the back. It's everything to me. It's my health, you know? I'm trying to show it, but these right here, this right here, that's what sugar's for. That's what I've been eating. I was eating so much sugar that every time I felt like something was going wrong or I needed something to happen, I put in more sugar. And I couldn't go past the Snickers bowl without grabbing 3 or 4 and just popping in my mouth. Almost didn't taste the first one. Just pop it in your mouth. And that's what we do, dude. We do this. Just pop it in your mouth. If that's all it's just gonna take, then it's just gonna take a little bit of self-discipline. It's just gonna take not driving with inebriated people. I'm so mad at myself. I hung out with somebody that's drunk in a long time, and there I was with somebody just got a double shot at the restaurant, started driving, and made a joke about wrecking. And I'm like, not me, not while I'm in it. I wasn't drinking, but I let someone that was drinking drive. And that was a wrong decision of mine. Did it cost me my life? It didn't, not this time. But it's been a long time since that's happened. How many people can do something like that and say, okay, this time I'm going to do something differently. This time I'm not going to be a rude, abusive boyfriend. This time I'm not going to be a rude, abusive girlfriend. This time I'm not going to be so flippant. You might get some humble pie out of me. You might actually be able to see with your third eye, with your heart eye. How about that? Let's talk about that. From the heart. Not with your eyes, but from your heart. Where you knew you could do better by yourself. You know when you got chips in your hands. You know what I'm saying? You know when you need self-care. You know when you need to stop overeating. You know when you need to stop smoking cigarettes. You know. Yet we do nothing about it. And all it takes, that's what I'm talking about this morning, it only took something small. Something as simple as putting on your shoes or going for a walk. The walk now turns into miles, and miles now turn into lifting, and lifting now turns into God knows what, because it's amazing. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about amazing. We're talking about how amazing it feels to get something from your own body. Not only do you get to look amazing, which was always my only concern, but it was how healthy I was being. Those are the benefits with the looks. So I was like, I wanted to look good, but more important, I wanted to feel good. You know, feel good about myself, that I made a decision. That's why we see so many selfies, right? We always see selfies like that everywhere we go. Somebody's at the gym, working out, showing off their selfie, showing the way they look, you know? And I'm over here talking about how to make yourself feel better naturally, without some drugs or some external source or something weird happening. Good morning. And it's so cute, you know. Just got a dog out, you know. This is us, the human species. We have abilities to reach limits that we don't know even exist. And I've been watching this Kanye West Genius special, and it's just like I see a lot of me in him. I see a lot of wanting to do good and thinking differently and blowing people's minds, and me thinking differently blew people's minds. You can blow their minds, yeah, but you can also blow them away. You can bring them in, but that also means they can be rejected. You can see him wanting to talk about his bipolarity, but just didn't know how. I had to take meds to be at this meeting. Yeah, bro, welcome. Welcome to your humbleness. Welcome to your new train of thought. You can see that he's talking about things and make his brain explode. And I used to get off on that sauce. I'd be like, anything I create, anything I want to do, it's going to happen. And you get in a fanatic sort of way. You know, like McGregor said, he said, I lost my mind in this game, but at least I'm here. If you want to be like Michael Jackson, if you want to be the world's biggest pop star, there you are. But if you also want to read history, you know what happened to all those fools, bro. Your boy Prince, Michael Jackson. It's really hard to hold the flame inside a bare hand, you know? It's really hard to be real with yourself when the flame ain't there, you know? These are the things I talk about openly, honestly, and completely because it used to happen. It's not going to happen unless we put forth some effort. We have to, and the effort could just be something as small as a decision. Like I said, it only took like this much, like homeboy said when I was in South Korean prison, that this much weed is illegal here. This much weed. I had to eat the weed on me. I was like, that's my daily use. That might be just one session. It mattered not to their government. It only matters to your perspective. You know, I felt that I should be able to smoke weed freely around the world. This is how I feel. You know, you call it a religious belief, an intention. But the rest of them, what are you going to do? Stop people from praying? It's 5 o'clock in the morning. If you're a true Muslim, you point your ass east. You want to know why? Because that's where the sun rises. It rises in the east. Your blessing on this life, that you realize that the energy from the sun creates life. And that you realize at night, it also gives us a respite. And everything's so full circle. I'm having a tough time with my acceptance. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. Down to the edge, y'all. To death do us part. From this mortal coil. From this life, man. I've been watching so much life. One dude had an I-beam. A detective had an I-beam fall on him and crush him instantaneously. He had 2 sons and a wife, survived by. And they always say that survived by. Legacy, family, empire. So she promised me that it only took one argument to make it stop. Or maybe multiple arguments. I'm not sure. You know, so many things. So many things I would do differently. That's what regret is. Part of the grief, part of the pattern. You know, when I do this show, and people watch it later, my numbers will start to grow only because mental health matters, dude. That's it. We see it every day, bro. We see it every day. People different, you know? We see people every day. Turmoil, you know? You might even get a honk of your horn, and it only took that. You know, like, that's what's so weird. You know, it only takes an argument, and the day is ruined. It only takes miscommunication. Your life is just turned upside down. It only takes just a little bit. Cleaned up. I feel so good that I cleaned up. It only takes an hour of cleaning. You know, it only takes a little bit of focus. It only takes these things, but we don't do any of these things. No, we rather bitch. We rather moan. We rather like complain to the world that it's all the world and the world's going to shit. And it's like, what are you doing to improve it? I'm just curious. Like, people don't even talk about it. What are you gonna do to improve it? I do this show. You know, I'm working on Thanksgiving. I'm working on these donations. You know, I'm working on something so that something will work. How about that? Work on something so something will work. And more than your attitude. Come on. Oh, there it is. Let's see if that works. That'll work. Work on that attitude. And so it took, man. One bad day. I was coming off of the sickness, and it cost me my son's life. I'm just can't get past this. I just can't get past this. This is relationship. You know, Google photos. You don't help much. You know, you little bastards. But I'm in love still. Like, is that weird? Is that weird to be in love with a saboteur? Is it weird to be in love with someone that's hurt me the worst? I ask myself deeper questions, you know? And maybe that's all it took. Maybe it only takes calling a psychologist, you know, getting honest about my psychology,
I go have my own psychology, and they have psychologists for psychologists, dude, that specialize in this. Each one of us has a cognitive brain, and how we treat our brains. You know, are we staying hydrated? Are we eating right? Are we watching the right things? Nobody. Is it just me? Okay. Well, it's not just me with the brain. It's not just me with deep feelings and situations. And that's why I do this show. It's got to be said, you know, it's got to be said. Make this weed club go worldwide, man. Make weed club go worldwide, bro. Oh, that's the TV. You hear me now? When the jar gets low, I'll stop smoking. Something to be said in the show. You know, the creator of Weed Club. The emotions are real. You know, the emotions become extremely real. The emotions become overwhelming. My friends check on me too. It's nice to hear for some friends that I don't have to be the only motivation. But the thing that changed, it only took grabbing the weights again. I'm not gonna lift that 30-pound weight right here, but right now, but them 30s, bro, make my guns pop. Like, and give me that feeling of I'm pushing out these things. I'm pushing out the, I'm exercising the demons. And each one of us has a demon inside of us that no one wants to talk about. No one wants to talk about the abortion. Kanye West said his dad almost aborted him. I was like, whoa, you know, these things. My son did get aborted. Whoa. And I would be crying in front of people too. I have been crying in front of people in public. It's a lie that we can buy our way out of it. There is no way. As Tasha would say, there's no way. I was looking at some of the rivers, all right? I'm looking at the rivers. I'm looking at my shoulders too, popping. That's what's up. Let's workout tanks. Good shape. Hot girl summer. Um, Realities. Different motherfucking realities that we go through in our minds or create inside of our minds. We created our own metas inside of our minds, which is a trip. These guys are mimicking it, so it's a trip for us. You might always the want, like, okay, I'm not alone. I can share with the world. It makes us even more alone. I was watching it today where somebody wanted to be on the gondoliers. Like, she wanted to be with someone that cared, someone she could love, but she's all alone, but she still got to feel like she's a part of something. So we all want to feel like we're a part of something, and we reach out to these devices and do things like this and say, hey, I'm a part of, I'm plugged in. Please get off this fucking thing, dude. Put it down. Boom. Go for a walk. Just do. Go. Just keep walking. You know, just go grab your shoes. Someone's gonna ask you where you're gonna go. You say, nothing, nothing. Maybe grab your dog. Dogs are great for walks. You know, walks are one of my favorite. But walk your mind out. You feel me? Walk your mind out. Take your mind for a walk. Take your mind for a walk. We gotta make sure. Writing that down. You take your mind for a walk. For a walk. And until you're all walked out, much like you would a dog, cat, whatever. I'm not sure you're walking cats, but horse, I'm not sure. But you alone, this thing you call your brain, your consciousness. I have to speak in these terms, you know. I'm not all teal swan about it, where it's like the reflection of the reflection is the reflection on you. And you're like, bitch, what did you just say? And that was what some of them said, like you saying Kobe, but I am the best. And he's like, but you can do more. And it's just one of those things that makes no sense. And you want your mind to make sense to you. This is something that has to be separate things. I have to talk in these realms. If I was talking to my friend, I would just talk directly your mind, but I have to speak in a you ustedes, our minds. You know, this totality of mentality. And I meant to make that rhyme on it. It just came out, but you know, I'm looking at dude getting shot in the pharmacy, and I'm watching people shoot to kill. They think it's a video game. I think the biggest thing, or I know the biggest thing I have to get back to these children, speaking to them, since I'm a high lash, but speaking to the children and giving back, was that these consequences are radical. Let me get like closer to you for this. The consequences are radical. You don't even know, and this is me working on my speech for them, but you don't even know that by smacking somebody in class could be an arrest. It could be your rape later. They were saying some of the most foul shit, dude. I've never seen it, but I've never been in maximum prison like that. Mine was solitary confinement. But, you know, somebody just throw a blanket over you and rape you. And you think, oh, that's the worst thing. What you don't know is there's probably 20 dudes in that line for a slap crime. That's a mind fuck. You can't take your mind for a walk on some of this stuff. Some of this stuff needs psychology. Some stuff needs an outer perspective. I lift for a chemical uh, advantage in this war. You know, I keep lifting something in my life. I just keep lifting, and it's part of it. Goddamn, my eyelashes. What the fuck is going on here? Anyway, pushing out these negative feelings. If my mind can't do it, right? When my mind can't do it, when the weed won't do it, right? What do we do then? Well, the guy was saying he was on coffee or something. I'm on nothing but weed. So, besides when people fall out of their Cali sober, or they do external drugs, or they end up on pills, and he even admitted it. He's like, and I'm not even knowing I'm high on Percocets. Like, you're addicted to them because these things work like that. They work very effectively. And we're in Mormon country and watching all the different billboards for all the moms and the perfect worlds out there. The billboards talk about openly about addiction. You know, you know, openly about my shadow. You know, saints have shadows too. You know, and the behind the scenes stuff is where we can catch the pedophiles, we can catch the rapist, we can catch the shooter before it happens. When we're social and not just on our phones and our heads getting pumped with information, and that stuff starts tracking us. It isolates us. I'm trying to get more social. It's hot as fuck out there. Some people probably still on the dry leg bed. I got some sleep. I don't know what the fuck's in my eye, but it's bugging me. But that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take us to concentrate. It's gonna take us to conglomerate. It's gonna take some fortuitousness and less ego. The chick explained it so well, but we could own so much more wealth individually. You seem to be in a one man race. What she was saying is that her parents or her family made a decision that no one could buy, how she said, no one could buy anything unless they all could afford it or something to that effect. So what they did is instead of spending $1,000, $2,000 a month by themselves in rent because of their egos, they got along for I think 3 or 4 years living in a house, paying the mortgage, owning it, and when they split that equity, they went and bought other homes and helped each other buy other homes and property. It's not happening with me and my siblings. My brother don't even talk to me. Multi-millionaire probably. Um, just hate. HATE. If it's in you, it's going to be in you. It's going to come out you. Same as it came out with me with my ex fighting. I couldn't believe that my father was still in me. I could not believe that this abuse, lies in me, the saint, How my buddy said it? Some respect. My buddy said it best. He said, what did he say? Um, Hi, I lost it. Damn. So I need to smoke after the show. When I do it during the show, it's pretty difficult to cognate some of the things. I was trying to say something about a buddy. He was saying something about abuse, but I can't remember which buddy was saying it. That fucked me up. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Something about abuse. It sucks that you get abused and you pass on the abuse. And I want people to have some healing out of this stuff. That's why my friend does the trauma training, and we talk deeply about our traumas. If we don't, it just comes in sideways. Everybody's looking so manicured, the manicured puppy. Every hair is curled, nothing's not one thing's out of place. It looks great on the outside, but man, she was neurotic. Her mind was her against her. She was jogging every morning, but she also was jogging with her fake boobs. Every outfit had to be cute. Never had an off day. Never had a relaxed day to not wear makeup. Now you're a slave to your game. You're a slave in your mind. And I mean, that's not what I want for people. It's not what I want for people to have. I want them to be free mentally and be able to say to themselves, yo, this is not my curse anymore. I'm going to be blessed again. And this is what I'm getting to too. I'm going to be blessed again. I want to be screaming, I love my life. And not just when I'm traveling, but daily, like I used to do, and be able to do and to see something with this. I don't know. Like Mike Tyson said, I don't know if I ever get over it. It's going to be tough. Life is tough. They don't let you really know it. I don't know. I haven't lost a real born child. I only lost a child that might had a chance at life. And my emotions are so destroyed. And then I can imagine with somebody in the Ukraine or in Uvalde in Texas would ever feel. You're like, Jesus, Lord, where are we at right now? Where are we at when our lives are are perpetrating more fear and more hate and more mental illness, and no one's out there fixing the topic. That's why I do the shows like, yo, dude, get to talking to somebody, pass this along to your friends, do share, and not because I need their hour of their life, but I need them to have an hour in their minds. Straight up. That's what we're looking for right now. We're looking for people to cognate and say to themselves, hey, um, I'm a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm a product of my habits, and I'd love to choose better habits because I want better results. I mean, no one wants suffering, so everybody's gonna say, "Hey, I want something else. I want to feel something better. I want to be able to do better and feel better and have better." Um, there's part people that are, want this path, and then there's only people that want luxury, right? Where it's like, I want to spend more and buy more, and everything else is going to be more, 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 until it's less, until there's no more left. And that's what I was telling my friend with the addiction, was these people haven't learned yet that they will too. We all will learn. You get taught by your anger. They haven't learned yet that all these things run out. There's not enough alcohol. You'll just keep getting up and keep being hung over, hurting yourself till you bleed out of your ass. My buddy said it the truth. He was bleeding out of his ass. What the fuck, bro? You're on your period? That's embarrassing. The lack of control. The ugliness of the truth. Not everything has beauty. Not everything has positivity. They want us to load our brain with dopamine, but we have other ways to get it, Like there's so many other ways to get it, natural ways. And for some reason, I think we get blocked in our brains. We just sit there and hold tight until we're just sitting there comfortable, really lazy lions, not hunting anymore, not challenged by the Serengeti. So we've been given things now. And what did we do? We sat it out. We waited for action to happen instead of um, making our own reaction. To not even react, because then you have to react. You'd have to activate. That's a better word. Somebody has to activate themselves, and put themselves in a light that. And I kept seeing him do wordplay in his head and dropping lines to people and explaining how he uses different words to get different vibes. A Kanye West special I just watched yesterday, and it's interesting too because you'll go. Um, I love alliteration. I love what makes words what they are. You know, there's been plenty of that, and that's so cool for me that people can what it like pot to piss in. You ain't got a pot to piss in. People said that because they actually used to piss in pots, and the urine, the ammonia, would actually tan or help strengthen the leather. Isn't that weird? But that's us, we can look into the way that we say things. We can be extra particular to the things that we eat. These small changes add up. You might just say things flippantly, just like fuck it. I'll just say whatever I want to say. I realized, me personally, was there was hooks in it. Like I was spitting venom and not always spitting my shine, like this show. The woman that I love, she fell in love with the show. I didn't get to show her much shine, and therefore I don't have my son. I get frustrated very easily, and for some reason, I wanted to just let it all out. And I could say I can see my mom in me. I could say I see my dad in me. I could put it on them partially, right? And at the end of days, the choices of being able to cognate, when am I getting frustrated? How do I process frustration? Why do I seem to get so worked up over such little things? And how can I give my control over to it? Also watched another movie last night. I don't get to watch many things, but when I'm on a roll, right? Get a chance, watch the Adam Sandler Netflix special called Hustle. It's a great movie. Basketball. He loves his basketball. But that's what happens, right? Mm-hmm. He's I don't want to say the kid hustles to play basketball. Anyway, you can watch the show yourself. But what was the reason I was trying to tell people that? Oh, his thing was never back down. He knew he was right about a player, but he capitulated. Right, the things that we give up on ourselves. I don't think that's what I really even wanted to mention either. What was it about the movie you get a chance to watch? Something. It was a good movie. They really making good movies, but why did I bring that up? I'm too stoned for this shit. Sometimes there was something about that show. That's twice in this show. And we're on in it. And Hustle, and I was bringing it up because no clue. Stone. Sucks. We're in the show right now, but that's what human is. You know, to err is to human. There is gonna be no perfection. We're literally fucking up to figure it out, and it's almost like our fuck ups are the way that we figure it out. And I would just like to say, knowledge of knowledge, being self aware. Everybody says woke. I would say being woke up, or staying awake, or awakenings. Someone else bought Saints Awakening. .com, one of my friends. I don't know if that's a competition or something else, but there's so many things. There's so many little things that we add up to ourselves that we don't even know. Frustration. That's why I wanted to bring up that movie Hustle. The kid got frustrated because homeboy was getting in his head. He was talking about his wife, his mom, his daughter, waving at his daughter in the stands. And the dude fucking pushed him, lost his cool, and went whack, and put his hand right by his face. And the dude had his eyes closed. opened it and looked at him and went, okay, you can't keep your cool. You're not mentally strong enough. And talk shit to him while he was out there. And that's what I'm saying is people would say shit like that. They would talk shit and get in someone else's mind, and then you don't own your mind anymore. Right? You're just numb. And something else is pumped in there, and some other Netflix or something routine. It almost doesn't challenge us anymore. There's no new information because we didn't pick up any new books. There's no more new information because all we're doing is secretly spying on each other, competing with each other. I'm sure you can watch a documentary like I did, but I mean, that's Kanye's life. He had a whole documentary for his life, right? I'm talking about my life. I'm talking about your life. Thing that's so precious. It's like we battling for it. We battling for our kids to be raised right. We want them to have the best environments and live in the best neighborhoods and have the best schools and have the best health. We don't want them shot at schools. We don't want people with mental health issues. I ask, what are you doing differently? Where's the soft SWAT? Where's the soft SWAT team to come and capture somebody like that and throw him in the van, zip tie, whatever, calm his ass down, throw him in a white room, disarm them? Uh, you know, maybe because when they're armed, they get the armed. Very difficult to say. What I do know is, in hostage situations, they already known to have what they call negotiators. We have to be able to negotiate with our own minds and others. Negotiations are everywhere. You're negotiating with yourself right now on whether to watch this or not keep watching it, and what you could else be doing with your time. And that's what we do. We go through laundry list of things, and I'm almost sure none of it gets done. And that was that small change. Just like, okay, well, this thing is the thing I'm going to change. This is me eating before I smoke my blunt in the morning. This is me, I'm just telling my stuff and like small switches. This is me picking up the weights again instead of walking past it. This is me picking up the trash in the house instead of walking past it. This whole room needs to be clean. So I did it. I feel better about it. And that's what people want. Did you want to feel better? Okay, well, go clean your room. What? Go scrub your toilet. What? When's the last time you scrubbed your toilet? Put some fucking plastic things on, spray that bitch, put a mask, and go fuck your toilet real quick. Only take 5 minutes. Do yourself a favor and go boil some water and dump it twice. That way it cleans everything around it. You'll be really happy. Thanks, Mark. You're welcome. But it just applies yourself. It's one of those things like the other guy said, make your bed in the morning. Fuck that. I don't like making my bed. But I can stay disciplined about other things because if I stay disciplined, almost some people see it as robotic. I see it as self-control. Sometimes inhibitions are wild, right? Being spontaneous. I went to Peru, Machu Picchu in less than a week. I didn't even have my passport. Spontaneous. But for some people, not spontaneous enough. Some people do wild shit, like jumping from cliffs, and you're like, that's some wild shit. I don't know if I'll be on that tip, That's probably not my cup of tea. But you gotta find some cup of tea, and you gotta find some time to have tea time, and you gotta find a cup to drink it out of. So that's all I'm asking people to do. Just find the cup that they want to drink out of and make that decision. It's a small decision, switching from coffee to tea or tea to water, or off of sodas. But what a tremendous effect it has when you can kind of quiet the withdrawal symptoms. When your withdrawal symptoms kick in, they're gonna be like, yo, you gotta have me right now. I need you to grab that Snickers. I need you to smoke that weed. I need you to grab that cigarette. It's gonna bitch at you, right? Like, call your ex, it's gonna bitch at you. And what activation or mind space and thoughts could go to other places? What magic we may have when we're not just living in our head, but living creatively. How important it is for us to express ourselves openly, freely, and creatively, and start being our real selves, and inside of our real selves instead of our future selves or our past selves. I can say it. But I know it's hardest for me is to not live in the past. I always want perfection, and it makes me regret. Like, how can I improve? How can I improve? And this is Monday quarterback. It's Sunday, and I'm already going thinking about Monday's football game and Monday's meeting and how I can improve. And that's robbed me of some present moments. It's robbed me a couple different times, and I've been aware of it. It's not easy when you are in your head so long. You end up not the same person that you thought you would be. And that's something that I want to change. So part of me to improve, right? This constant obsession of improvement is just being better. You know, that's it. When I speak to people, that's that opportunity. You know, and you want to talk about putting points on the board more than accomplishments. I want effect. Effectiveness. And most people want accomplishments. I want effectiveness. I want to be effective with people. Did I leave them with the shine? Did I turn their halo on? Or did I turn out the lights? Did I become the nightmare? When I lose my temper, pretty much, I'm everybody's nightmare. I don't even tell people, told a group of strangers in the BU seminars that you don't want to fuck with me. The state champion wrestler, I outlifted and wrestled and brutalized people and bullied people just so I could stay protected. And now, in my own self defense, I've hurt the people closest to me. I felt self righteous. I felt right in my movements in what I was saying. And part of it is right, part of it is truth, but it's also venom. That venom, when you're spitting venom. And now I ain't got no friends. Nobody wants to be my friend after the festival. Nobody wants to be my girlfriend or wife. I just become, I reaped what I sowed. I knew that there was no love in force, but I still saw some might in some right in might, and right doesn't make right. It's right over might. It has to be the way you make people feel. They are addicted to their feelings. So if you go with the 42 laws of power, 48 laws of power, 50 laws of power, there it is. There's the power I'm talking about. Mind control. It has so much to do with our success. I thought it was just scoring more points. And it's like, no. Did you spend time with your teammates after? The intangibles. Did you lose your temper at any turn? He's literally going down the list of people that he's going to recruit. He's just looking at this list. If you see this movie with Adam Sandler, and the reasons are clear, you know, abuse, loss of temper. What the other guy do? Busted his ankle. Health wise, there's so many people that are really talented, and they have the whole world. They're tall. They could be good looking. It's not enough. We're talking about the intangibles. It's not enough to just have the last name Saint. It was to be actually saintly, and I couldn't even be nice. I was always just so frustrated, and it's just I was grumpy, and I'm like, I felt happy, I felt justified, I felt entitled, I guess. My nose gets stuck up, and then I'm in a way. I don't know if anybody else has done that. I double down on my stubborn, and I didn't know how to quit. Much just like gambling, I just didn't know how to quit. And instead of just stopping playing cards, right? The little thing of just stopping something to have control over something else, we don't do any of that. We don't do any of that. We just keep going on and get right back into the routine. And if you're always scurrying to that lily pad, staying underneath so the stork doesn't see you, you never get to swim, you never get any fish, like there comes a time where you have to actually risk for your life to exist, right? There can be a time where you get hungry enough that you have to brave going into the grocery store. Like And then your breath stinks enough to brush your teeth. Your body stinks enough for a shower. There be no wallowing here. You'll have to get it. You'll have to fucking go out there and get it and find it within yourself. This is the thing. That's the little thing. That little fucking choice where you're like, I'm gonna get up and go brush my teeth. I'm gonna stop biting my nails. I'm gonna stop eating past 8 p.m. I'm gonna stop drinking sodas. I'm gonna stop watching porn. What else? How about I'm gonna start going on hikes? I'm gonna start calling my friends. I'm gonna start going to the gym. I've heard that one many a times. That kind of helps the situation. This kind of comes down to all of it because it's so physiological. But mental decisions with it. I'm gonna start meal prepping. I'm gonna stop eating out. The stop start, it comes with it. I'm gonna stop eating out. It means I'm gonna stop having other people cook my calories. It means I'm gonna have more time with myself, cook the calories, and not only that, eat the proper stuff that I need to eat to keep my body right. Hello. It's something else, man. But it's just that's all it took. So I put that in the thing. This little thing is that all it takes is us to just have some self control, have some breathing exercises, have a workout routine, have a journal, have an outlet, go for walks, go for hikes, get outside, get fresh air, take showers routinely, brush your teeth, wash your face, fucking these little things, eat right. I mean, you can almost just leave it on record. The doctors are doing it to you too. You need to eat less sodium. You need to stop eating so many fried foods. The cholesterol is high. You're tense. You need to be intense, fucking intense, like actually fucking intense, like actually fucking in a tent with somebody that you want to make a baby with. So, that's the key. Keys open doors for us to get into doors that have these realms that keep us thinking things like, oh, I can't go in public, they get shot. Go to a different store, you know, you know. Um, what else? What else can you do? The parks are wonderful. There's so many parks around the world. Libraries are wonderful. Not a lot of shootings going in libraries. Um, yeah, that's libraries, bro. Thank you, Dale Carnegie, for giving us a place to get our phones charged and our minds charged and what else? What else charged? It's a fucking blessing. Dale Carnegie, thank you very much. And shade and reprieve and education. And we have these things, and it's that simple of a choice. When's the last time you went to the library? When's the last time you read? Okay, just to get some outside inner information in here. It's so clutch. And that's what I wanted for people to have clutch moments in their lives. I missed a bunch of clutch moments. I'm trying to give you the sense of urgency here, and of course, everybody want to make it to the NBA, like we were watching it too, because this is going to be a part of the process. This isn't going to be just one thing. It's going to be a lot of things happening all at once for all of us to exist. That's how I feel about this. To coexist with ourselves and others, what a fucking tremendous task. What else can you ask for someone else and say, how's your communication skills? You know, people were wonderful. I always thought my skills were wonderful because I could just talk to anybody and say anything that I wanted to say. I also forgot the other half. I taught English, but I know listening is part of the skill set. Like if you can hear someone and understand them, then you're already part of the communication and understanding of someone's language. Different languages, right? Listening, speaking, writing. There's some multiples on high, but all those sectors of communication, I was missing listening. I was getting nervous, and without even knowing that I was getting nervous, that's when we make the moves. I'm nervous, so I'm not alone. I wish I was in a gondolier. Let me tell a story. And now you're missing opportunity for a guy to that you're right there by the gondoliers. You're right there by your dream, but you're on your fucking phone missing it. Can you hold tighter with your loneliness? Can you, instead of asking your phone for you not to be lonely, can you go meet someone? You know how much fun it was to be in the park yesterday and just say to people, "Good afternoon," and they were like, "Hey, Just a little smile. Oh, dude, I thought you were doing something else, man. I thought you were cooking up something. I was like, I'm rolling up something. Oh, it's like that. It's like that. I remember this whole feeling. I remember the whole conversation just because I chose to say hello to people. Hear me now, feel me now. Say hello to people. Say hello to yourself. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Yeah, I want to have good morning conversations with myself without my phone telling me what's going to think or what's going on. I don't want to hop on that motherfucker. It's too addictive. I want to get addicted to something else. This is not working. Turn off the TV. Like I said, go clean your toilet. Start moving around. Motion creates emotion. It ain't gonna get done itself. You have to fucking get out there and get it involved. It's part of the process. The Ikagi, did I say it? I used to say Ikagi. Ikaiji. I was learning more about this, some Japanese philosophy of living in our purpose. Having life purpose is so tremendous. It's going to keep you out of your head and into your project, into your real world. So many of us live in this meta world in our mind, and it's like I wanted people to get a chance to get out of your mind, get out of your mind. And we try so many ways to get out of our minds instead of having conversations with our minds. I think that's meditation in itself, and saying, hey, self, hi. By the way, bitch, wanted to talk to you this morning. Hey, hi. I'd ask you how you feel, but you would just go down that list again. Really, what I want to say is, how do you want to feel? And how are we going to get there? What's it going to take? I started going through my list of fun, so I want to hang out with these people in real life. I want to do these things in real life. These are my new goal sets. This is the new thing. Find yourself a new thing inside yourself. There's a new way for everyone. It's that little change, dude. It becomes so tremendous. It becomes momentum. And I always call it ignition, but that's what it takes to launch shit, man. It just becomes 5. Oh, that's the chick did that 5 seconds. I almost forgot. If you get a chance, I think her name's Meg something. She does a lot of TED Talks, so you can find her on there. Woman, there are not many women, what do you call them, self-help gurus, but she said that 5 seconds, bro. And then in the morning, she was like, I'm launching out of bed. I'm no longer sitting here saying, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, Houston, we have liftoff. And you're just like, I'm lifted off. I'm counting down. Now's my 5 seconds to fight off my back. Now's my 5 seconds to breathe. Now's my 5 seconds to realize that I have this explosion in me, this energy that I can tap into at any moment and say, that's not my pattern anymore. This is the new pattern. And I had such an inability to stop. And I said such an inability to start. And I feel these small little things, even if it's just the littlest things, you know what's right for you. I don't have to tell people, you know what I mean? The list is there, all of it. We're on the same sauce. But the choice to grab it, like, oh man, I gotta go to the gym, or I get to go to the gym. It's like, it's my gym time, bro. This is my solitude. This is my sanctuary. There it is, and that's where you'll find it. My buddy gets in his Jeep all the time. There it is. That's where he finds it. Other people hike. There it is. That's where they find it. Go find it. You have to go. You have to spark. You have to ignite. You have to move. And that juices. The emotion creates emotion. Emotion creates emotion, dude. You want to feel a certain type of way? Prove it to me. What you mean, prove it to me? Get up and do 20. Keep dropping, give me 20. And you'll be like, what? Don't tell me what to do. No, tell yourself what to do. That's what it is. It's the self-discipline of it. Tell yourself what to do before the judge tells you what to do. Do it before someone else, outside of you does. You are giving away your power. And that's it. Every fucking time we're so powerful, and I found it so important to tell everybody today, hold on to these decisions, grab them and look at them, especially in the morning, and just go, hey, you motherfucker, talk your ass, come here. And you just go, no, and yes, and that's it. You're gonna know some stuff, and you're gonna yes some stuff, and it's called being a better decision maker. with better outcomes and a better life. And then all of a sudden, you've empowered yourself. And you can't just say Marky Saint did it. Nope. I just kind of reminded you this is all the show is. But if you get on the show and you go binge watch, that's it. You'll become sedentary, docile. I hate that word, docile. You dossa. It's like a tossa, but dossa. I don't know. I'm not from England, but anyway, the point is that we are doing that to ourselves. We're slowly killing ourselves and slowly doing it through every decision, and we feel only what we want. Let me go. Went to the 7-Eleven the other day. I'm grabbing water, and the girls grabbing the Slurpees. They were huge, and the mom's complaining, I can't stand long. I can't even wait for the pizza. Can we get another pizza, soda? They're just fat off of EBT cards. I was just kind of like, that's not the look. That's not the look. And I know Republicans will be like, they try so hard. Why are we even helping them? I'm like, yeah, they need the help, dude. We need to get them off of sugar. So we need human beings on this planet. We don't need any more abortions. I seconded what Kanye said. Give a woman $1 million because that's how much it takes to make a kid. Give them a big check for having another child. It's so hard to have children in this world. We're starting to lose the incentive, actually. We might have to incentivize for children because we already are running out of kids. And so many civilizations are going backwards. Italy is giving away $1 fucking house just because there's no one there. There are no young people. Japan, China, and my child. So if we do a service to this world and bring more children in this world and bring more love in this world, bring more communication, more harmony, more peace, watch it happen. It's not all of us are out here trying to be more force. I'm telling you, it ain't the path. What are you talking about? Not me. Mahatma Gandhi, not me, motherfucking Martin Luther King Jr., not me, Nelson Mandela, bro. Get some from the best of us, bro, from all over the world. There's got to be a Mother Teresa in us, man. I mean, we've been doing all the devilish shit all we want, and we know the results it's going to get. Pleasure is not happiness. And I have to find my happy. I have to find my reason to love my life. And as I said this show, I finally took to the last 5 seconds saying, I love my life. It's been a hard time. I want to be screaming it, and I want to be scaring people into loving their lives too. And that's the path that I want after people to be back on their own path and say, I chose this path. I made that decision right there. I said, hey, you, me, you're going to do this. Who said that? You did. You said it to yourself, not Saint, not Michael Jordan, not somebody else. You, yourself, started saying to yourself, this is what we gonna do. And so let it be written, so let it be done. And be done with what you say. Be about your life. Like they like to say in the streets or in the South, be about your life, be about your words, be about your momentum, be about that, be about it. And right now I'm very, very about it. You hear my messages about it and thing, but I've had my websites, 450 websites for over 10 years almost, and all total, and haven't made $1 on any, and that's enough. It's time to show you guys how business works, show myself, discipline myself, and not be so scattered, but to make all the days come to truth. And today it's been one of those truths, so I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I got a chance to still be in this game, still be someone's father, still be some success in business, still be the change in my own life, and the weights were waiting there for me like they've been my whole life, and the show's been here for me. It hasn't been my whole life. It's been about 10 years, so it's a fourth of my life. And just this is my Magna Carta, right? This is my opus, magna opus. So this is my word to the world. If anybody gets it, they're talking about psychology. They're getting the idea of how to be more healthy, in general. Mental health matters, and that's why I do this show. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to Saint's Addiction. The weed is still my addiction, but we're working on that too. Everything gets chopped out here, anything to improve. And now you got the morning marijuana motivation. If you got anything out of this, go like, share, and subscribe. The share part's most important, because then that friend that needs it gets it the most. And if you want them to start loving their life, we got I Love My Life shirts, and you can get them 100% proceeds go to Saints Giving. That's it. We're making this thing work. So Saints Giving is my Magna Carta. It's my magnus opus. And I'll let you go from there. Peace of love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Ciao. Have a blessed day. And do something nice for someone today, including yourself. Peace. Ciao, Bella.